How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
And welcome everyone to the SAC Holiday Tournament, where we have a big matchup for you. This is the first game of the tournament for the Carroll Chargers, the number 1 seed on the boys' side, taking on the number 8 seed Southside Archers. Southside made it to this game after beating Bishop Dwenger yesterday 66-64 in a very dramatic game where Bishop Dwenger held the lead all throughout, and then it was Southside taking over the lead with 7 seconds left to play in the game before getting the big 66-64 win. It was Trajan Didier tying it up for the Archers, and big play by Corey Joyner down the stretch. Folks, we're going to turn it over for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Corey Joyner, number 1. Sophomore, 5'7", number 2, Marclane Hairston. Senior, 6 foot, number 10, KJ King. Sophomore, 6 foot, number 21, Trajan Didier. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Archers, senior, 6'4", number 30, Dion Palmer. wish you well in this upcoming in this particular tournament. So on behalf of all of the SAC schools, welcome Carroll. The non-starters for the Carroll Chargers: junior, 6'3", number 20, Anthony Martin. Junior, 6'2", number 25, Jordan Bridges. Sophomore, 6'9", number 51, Jared Hofer. Senior, 6'3", number 55, Kellen Brown. Freshman, 5'9", number 5, Dan McKeenan. And now your starters for the Carroll Chargers. Junior, 6'1", number 4, Jacob Redding. Senior, 5'10", number 5'10", and number 10, Avery Fatt. Sophomore, 6'3", number 11, Arius Jones. Senior, 6'7", number 14, Kyle Mallers. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Chargers, sophomore, 6'4", number 33, Riley Perlich. The Chargers are coached by Mr. Marty Beasley. The officials for this afternoon's ball game: Brian Browning, Brian Yegeline, and John Kramer.
There we have it, folks. Getting ready to tip off here. The number 1 seeded Carroll Chargers taking on the number 8 seed Southside Archers. That's the big man, number 14, Kyle Mahlers, in the center, set to tip off for the Chargers. He's a senior. And for Southside, it's number 30, another senior, Dion Palmer. He played big yesterday against the Saints. We'll see how he does here against Mahlers, who's one of the top players in the area and is committed to play at Ball State next year. 2 tips there off the tip-off. Then it's Mahlers who controls it for the Chargers. We are started here. That's number 10, Avery Fath. He's a senior for Carroll. Number 4 is Jacob Redding, the junior, who leads the team in scoring. He's one of the top scorers in the area, averaging over 20 points per game. Ball movement around the perimeter as Southside comes out here in a 2-3 zone. Redding over to Arius Jones. Out of the corner, that was Kyle Mahlers, who looked at the three-pointer for a second. And we got a traveling going to be called on number 10 for the Chargers, Avery Fath, the senior. First turnover of the game, and it goes to Carroll. Running the point there, that is Markalen Hairston, the sophomore. Trajan Didier wears number 21 down low. That's Palmer. Nice spin move and off the glass for Dion Palmer. Gets the first 2 points of the game, and Southside takes the lead, 2-0. Trajan Didier picking up Fath in the backcourt. Redding camping out on the far wing. Jones down in the near corner. Pass goes to Jones. Mahler working the baseline side to side. Jacob Redding taking over ball duties for a second as Fath calls it back. He's calling for motion. Down on the block is also number 33, Riley Perlich. As Jacob Redding hits the triple. Carroll takes the lead 3-2. On the other end, Trajan Didier, a high arcing three-pointer as the sophomore matches, and Southside takes the lead 5-3. Jones back to Fath. Arius Jones, number 11, just a sophomore for these Chargers. Palmer camping out down on the block, owning the lane for the Archers. Fath over to Mahlers, coming out of the corner. Looked at the deep three-pointer. Redding baseline jumper, knocks this one down from about 17 feet. Redding has all 5 points for the Carroll Chargers so far, and we're tied at 5. There's 5:45 left to play here in the first quarter. That was Corey Joyner, the senior. Outstanding game yesterday. Really helped energize these Archers, pulling off the come-from-behind victory over the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Palmer being guarded by Mahlers. Mahlers goes 6'8", Palmer is 6'4". Joyner driving from the top of the key, had some body contact off the glass, too strong. Mahlers came down with the board, and he's fouled. I believe Dion Palmer, number 30, is going to pick up his first foul, and the team's first.
Team first.
With the inbounds pass will be Arius Jones. Avery Fath working against Hairston. Trajan Didier's got the defense on Jones. 2-3 zone here for the Archers. Arius Jones, good penetration, left it up for Perlick. Riley Perlick's going to be fouled and will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul is called on number 30, Deion Palmer, who quickly picks up his second here. We're just 3 minutes into the game as we play 4 8-minute quarters.
Substitution is for number 5, Dennis Johnson.
So Dennis Johnson's going to check in for Deion Palmer. Johnson is listed at 5'10", Palmer at 6'4". Second one off the heel. Rebounded by Redding to give his team another opportunity. Mahler's three-point attempt rises up. It's going to be hard to contest that shot as he looks like VJ Beecham out there on the perimeter getting high in the air. Mahler's with the defense on Joyner. Joyner does not have a dribble. Pass goes over to number 10, KJ King. Didier. Fath with the defense on Didier. Turnover for Southside. Trajan Didier stands 6'10" for the Archers. Jacob Redding, listed at 6'11", is the junior. Number 10, Avery Fath, listed at 5'10". Jones, elbow jumper too strong. That one bounced off Perlick and was retrieved by Jones back here by the three-point line. That pass was intercepted. KJ King came up with it. Didier had a spot up 3. Floater will not rim in. Bounding ball, Johnson comes up with it, and the putback is good by Dennis Johnson. Archers up 7-6. 3:57 left to play here. Over the timeline is Avery Fath. Fath was hauled off there by King. Mahler's up top. Fath once again looked at the three-pointer, opted not to take it. Didier up top with the defense. Trajan Didier definitely has a frame that looks like he's a little bit larger than 6 foot. Definitely looks like he's going to fill out. So he's got a muscular build. Jones finds Mahler. Nice quick pass to number 33, Riley Perlick, who picks up his 3rd point of the game. Chargers take back the lead 8-7.
That foul is on number 11, Arius Jones.
Arius Jones called with his first foul, the team's first.
Second, team first.
Hairston picked up by Redding. Didier, long three-pointer from 24 feet, and it's good. Trajan Didier now with 2 3-pointers in this game as the Archers take back the lead 10-8. It's been nothing but lead changes here in the early onset between these two squads. Jacob Redding with the triple. Jacob Redding's on fire for the Chargers. He's got 8 of the team's 11 points. 2:48 left to play. Carroll up 11-10. King, Hairston. Redding's got the defense on Hairston as Carroll's coming out here in a man-to-man defense. That was an air ball attempt by Joyner, and the putback is no good, but we got a foul going to be called against number 33, Perlick. For Perlick, that'll be his first and the team's second.
At the line, shooting 2 free throws. Number 2, Marklane Hairston.
Markaylin Hairston. First one's no good.
For the Chargers, number 20, Anthony Martin.
Second one is good. For Mr. Harrison, now the Archers, we are tied at 11 as he hits the second free throw. Mahlers rises up, 3-point attempt, little strong, rebounded by Mr. Corey Joyner. Joyner gets up to King. King driving from the top of the key. Floater in the lane is good by KJ King, the senior for the Archers. Southside with the lead, 13-11. Jones over the timeline. Fath has Redding to his right here at the wing. Didier and Harrison up top with the defense for Southside. That was Joyner. Left his man all alone in the corner. An air ball attempt by number 20 for the Carroll Chargers. That's Anthony Martin. Martin looking to get back to the corner. He was trapped for a second. Turnover by the Chargers as Hairston had a near travel there. Camped out in the corner for 3. Didier was just tightly guarded there by Fath. Hairston for 3. That was his angle into the right. Johnson came down with the board. Stepped out for a second. Didier for 3, but he stepped on the sideline. That's going to be a turnover. So Jones is going to take a breather here for Carroll. In is number 25, Jordan Bridges for the Chargers. Bridges is a 6'2" junior. Checking in for Southside's number 22, Sean Hall. Hall also played big yesterday in their win against Bishop Dwenger. He's a 6'3" senior. Martin back over to Fath. Over to Redding. Mahler's now working in the lane. Pass was a little bit high, but knocked out by Southside. Jordan Bridges was the intended recipient of that pass. Fath with the inbounds. Gets out to Mahler's, camping in the corner for 3. That one's no good. Mahler's unofficially 0 of 3, but the putback is good by Anthony Martin. That'll tie this game back up at 13 with 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Joyner, nice take. Strong take as the scoop shot will fall. He's going to head to the free throw line looking for the and 1. Foul is called on number 25, Jordan Bridges. That'll be his first and the team's third.
Jordan Bridges, his first, team's third. He'll be shooting 1 free throw.
Joyner with 2 points, looking for his third, and he knocks it down. Corey Joyner and the Southside Archers take the 16-13 lead. Inbounds pass to Maulers. He's going to hand it off to Martin. Martin has, that was Bridges in the corner. Back to Redding. Hairston out with the defense. Not a whole lot of movement here. Looks like Carroll's going to settle for the last shot here of the first quarter. Carroll is coming off a win last Friday against Wayne. Cross-court pass intercepted by Joyner with 4 seconds. He's looking to go the length, but a good foul there by Avery Fath.
That foul was on number 10.
Fath, that'll be his first and the team's fourth.
His first.
Good foul there, though, not giving up the fast break layup, as Joyner and the Southside Archers will inbound here with 2.6 seconds on the clock. Gets it into Harrison, back to Joyner. It's gonna, nope, did not get that shot off in time. So after the first quarter, it's Southside up 16-13. Just another great game taking part here in the Summit Athletic Conference Holiday Tournament. Looking at Carroll, the Chargers, they come in with a 5-0 record, sitting atop the SAC. Opened up the season with a big win over South Bend Adams, 64-43. Then beat Concord 81-43, 59-43 over Concordia, 49-31 over Columbia City, and then this past Friday a 58-31 victory over the Wayne Generals and their coach Aaron Rarer. Carroll, once again, sitting atop the conference standings in a 3-way tie with Homestead and Snyder, all with perfect 2-0 records. Looking at Southside, they are 3-1 overall, 1-1 in conference play. Yesterday, they played their first game of the season without their sophomore star, and Austin Butcher. Butcher is in attendance today, but is dressed in his Southside warm-ups. Just Another one, a key cog, a great member of this Southside sophomore class, which should be very fun to watch them gel and mature heading into junior and senior years for those young men. We start the second quarter here with Southside up 16-13. Pass goes into the corner. Trajan Didier. He does not head to the bench much, folks. Neither does Austin Butcher. KJ King over to Joyner. Johnson down low. A beautiful feed to KJ King, who gets it off the glass. King with the first 2 points here in the second quarter. He has 4 points in this game as the Archers extend their lead to 5, 18-13. Out of the corner, Jacob Redding for three, making it rain. Is Redding his third three-pointer of the game. He has 11 points. Down low, Johnson did a good job of squaring up, got his own rebound, looking to get it out. And that was a three-point attempt by Coleone Davis. He was 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Johnson with the putback. Dennis Johnson now with 4 points. Southside up 20-16. Wayne High School here starting to fill up. And folks, into the building are the Homestead Lady Spartans. Number 1 seed on the women's side of the tournament. That foul is called on number 5, Dennis Johnson, his first, team's third. Folks, they are one heck of a team. They've already been to. As that free throw attempt is no good by Bridges. Riley Perlick's going to check in for Maulers. Well, folks, Homestead, no doubt about it, a great team, one of the best teams I've almost ever covered. And Krista McLaughlin, their junior star guard who's going to Florida, she's just an outstanding player, one of the best players you're ever going to see play. King, Davis. Redding came out near the timeline with the defense. Corey Joyner driving hard, working against Bridges. Bridges forces the turnover. It's a good defense by Jordan Bridges, number 25 for the Chargers. Of course, Bridges, 6'2" junior. Harrison's going to check back in for Southside. He's going to give Corey Joyner a breather. Joyner is a senior. Corey's listed at 5'10". It's always a joke. Some coaches, some teams like to exaggerate with how tall their players are. I do not think that's the case with Southside. Their numbers look pretty true here on this roster as Perlick gets the jumper in the lane. Riley Perlick now with 5 points. Davis, high arcing three-pointer, no good. Going up high to get the rebound there was Arias Jones. 6:09 left to play. Chargers down by 1, 20-19 to score. Martin back over to Jones. Jones is looking down low for Bridges. Pass is intercepted by King. Harrison went to go around the back, but a nice steal by number 20, Anthony Martin. Coach Beasley going to his bench early and often here in this game. Corey Joyner checks back in for Southside, giving Davis a breather. Ooh, nice dribble drive there. Three-point attempt by Hairston. No good. King had 3 players in front of him, nearly came up with the board. Nice bounce pass by Johnson, who got it down to Corey Joyner. He gets fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul is called on 20, Anthony Martin. For Martin, that's his first and the team's 5th. Joyner back to the free throw line where he's 1 for 1 in this game. Sinks it. Avery Fath going to check in for Bridges. Second free throw attempt is up and in. 5-point advantage now for the Southside Archers. Excuse me, a 3-point advantage for the Archers. 5 points now for Corey Joyner. Martin over to Fath. Redding out of the corner. Jacob Redding. It's going to be fun to watch his recruitment really build up as he's having a fantastic season. 4-3, that one just missed. He was 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. That one just a bit short. Is on the other end. Redding makes up for it with coming up with the steal. Jacob Redding. 3-point attempt, no good there by Anthony Martin. But he does get his own board. Martin near travel there, but does come up with the bunny. Martin now with 4 points. Chargers only up, Archer's now up by 1, 22-21. Fath with the defense on Didier. Johnson up to Joyner. And we got a blocking foul going to be called on number 20, Anthony Martin. That'll be his second and the team's sixth.
Team 6, his second. Side possession, south side. Substitute man for the Chargers.
Martin's going to take a breather. Kyle Mallers back in for Carroll. Checking in for Southside is number 12. Courtney Shorter. Corey Joyner. Mahler's got the defense. Looks like Carroll switched up into a zone. Rebounded by Redding. Fath. Skip pass goes over to Mahler's, driving now from the corner. Beautiful feed. Jacob Redding darting from the wing. Great communication there between Mahlers and Redding. Didier, foul is on the floor. Foul's called on number 10, Fath. That's his second, team seventh. Didier going to head to the free throw line for the front end of the 1-and-1. Checking in now for Carroll is number 5. Do not have number 5 on my roster, as the front end is no good. Rebounded by Perlick. Perlick now at the elbow, triple teamed. As he turned around and was surrounded by 3 Archers. Number 5 just inside the arc, and it's good! Joyner walled off. .313 left to play here in the second quarter. Archers up 25-22. Didier with the travel. Looks like he was looking down low, opted to go over to the wing and traveled in the process. Hall's going to take a breather. Back into the game is Deion Palmer. He got 2 quick fouls and had to come sit on the bench. Jones, great ball movement here by Carroll. Redding rises up, 3-point attempt left short, but it bounds in! Jacob Redding with his 4th 3-pointer of the game. Redding has a game high 16 points here, and we have 2:40 still left to play in the second quarter. KJ King picks up his dribble. Palmer driving with the left hand, walled off by Mahlers. Mallers once again going to Ball State. Harrison for 3 and drains it. Markalen Harrison with the triple. Harrison now has 4 points. That's going to pull the Archers to within 3. Feed over to Redding. Jones over to number 5. I believe his last name's Keenan. Stepped in and drained the baseline jumper. And now a triple. So 5 quick points for number 5. And Carroll's now up 31-25. Harrison with 1:47 over the timeline. Corey Joyner. Jones doing a good job of getting a hand in there, knocked it loose, but Joyner was able to regroup. Man-to-man defense here for the Chargers. Redding's got the defense on Joyner, who rises up 17 feet, too strong. Rebounded by Redding. Redding triple teamed in the backcourt. We got a foul going to be called on Corey Joyner. Joyner saying that he got all ball. Joyner, that's going to be his first, team's fourth. Southside's going to call a timeout here, a full timeout.
Provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sports-specific rehabilitation. A big thank you goes out to Parkview Sports Medicine for supporting the Summit Athletic Conference and providing our athletic trainer, Joe Gonzalez, who is here for all home athletic events.
So number 5 is McKeeman. I was told Dan McKeeman. Comes into the game, hits a baseline jumper from about 18 feet out, and then drains the triple. What a shooter. Not on the original roster here at the Summit Holiday Athletic Tournament, but I'm pretty sure that Arius Jones. Harrison meets him at the timeline. McKeeman being guarded by Trajan Didier. Jones up top. Looks like Southside's now switched to a man-to-man defense. 1:06 left to play here in the first half. McKeeman up top. He's already got 5 points in this game, and he's played about 2 minutes. Mallers, Redding, double teamed. Mallers left all alone. KJ King with the recovery defense. Now Redding all alone. That's just not fair. You got to pick your poison. Redding comes up with the board. Perlick down low, goes up strong, rims out. Palmer comes up with the board. Jones got his hands on it, but I believe the foul is going to be called on number 11. 1-1. So Arius Jones picks up his second foul. Team's 8.
Substitution for the Chargers, number 25, Jordan Bridges.
So Bridges is going to check back in. Jones checks out for Carroll.
+1, number 30, Leon Palmer. Also reporting for the Archers, number 3,
Davis back in for Southside, giving Harrison a breather. Palmer looking to hit the front end of the 1-and-1. Off the heel, rebounded by Mullins. McKeeman running the point. Mallers, Perlick, Bridges. Joyner, tight defense. Didier up top. Redding. He's going to be fouled. Coleone Davis. Foul's going to be called on 21, Trajan Didier. For Didier, that'll be his first, the team's 5th. Hall's going to check in for Palmer. McKeeman inbounds to Mallers. Mallers. McKeeman. Mallers rises up, 3-point attempt. Rims out. Rim has not been kind for Kyle Mallers early on. Bridges launches the left-handed baseline jumper, no good. Folks, Carroll Chargers will take a 31-25 lead into the break. We're going to take a breather as well. We'll be back with you for the second half. My name is Jeff Mahoney, bringing you the play-by-play. On the camera is Carrington Thompson. This broadcast is brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine. It's SummitCitySports.com. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be back with you shortly. And welcome back, everyone, as we are just moments away from the start of the second half here at Wayne High School. This is the Summit Athletic Conference Holiday Tournament, one of the great traditions here in the city of Fort Wayne. First tournament back in 1975 at the Memorial Coliseum, and it was Wayne beating Northrop 64-63. They knew they had something good and kept it going. Here we are all the way in 2015. We are at Wayne High School. Folks, what an offensive first half we had there. Carroll shooting 70% from the field, outscoring Southside 18-9 there in the second quarter, and currently hold a 31-25 lead over the Archers. And Southside shot 54% from the field, so it was just flat out some good basketball being played here. We've seen it all tournament long, and it's not going to stop anytime soon, as we do have the semifinals tomorrow here at Wayne. First game of the semis will start at 3 p.m., and it will be Homestead taking on Snyder. Homestead, the number 1 seed on the girls' bracket, number 1 ranked in the state of Indiana, Class 4A, and number 15 ranked in the whole country. Went to Chicago and beat one of Chicago's best in Whitney Young, a perennial power there in the Windy City. Just 10 seconds in, getting the start there is Anthony Martin here in the second half. Kyle Mahlers on the bench. Fath, beautiful bounce pass. Arias Jones, contact up in the air, could not finish. Palmer saying he was straight up, but that's going to be a tough foul there for the big man as he picks up his third, team's first. Jones looking for his first points of the game. Misses the first. What a great take, though, and an awesome pass to set this up. Second free throw attempt. Off the heel, rebounded by number 30, Dion Palmer. Hairston being guarded by Martin. Pick set by Trajan Didier. Didier now driving, top of the key, off the glass. Put back by Palmer's no good as Jones comes up with the board. Blocking foul going to be called on Corey Joyner. That'll be his second. Team second. Dennis Johnson going to check in for Palmer. Palmer got 49 seconds in there in the second half before picking up his third foul. Fath working against Hairston. Hairston picking up the defense all the way in the backcourt. Martin over to Jones. It's KJ King with the defense. Back out Fath. Man-to-man defense. Southside opened up this game in a 2-3 zone. Nearly taken away by KJ King. Jones all alone as Fath for the triple. No good. Rebounded. That was King. Now finds Corey Joyner. Beautiful outlet pass to Joyner, who finishes. Joyner with his second bucket from the field. He's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 7 points. Didier came up looking for a foul. Inbounds pass by Jones, goes to Martin. Martin's one-on-one with Johnson, high off the glass, gets it. It's the first basket of the second half for Carroll. As that pass was intercepted, fell to Perlick. Now Redding on the opposite end, fast break, no good. Martin's there with the board. It was 1-on-3, and Martin came up with it. Another foul. This time going to be called on Dennis Johnson. Johnson now with his second, team's third. Martin hits his first free throw of the game. 1-1 from the free throw line. Does have 6 points. 7 total right now. Make it 8. Carroll extends their lead to 8. 35-27. Mallers checks back in. Did not start the second half here. The big man for the Chargers. Joyner's going to reverse directions. Jones got the defense. King up top of the key. Joyner looked at the three-pointer. Hairston 4-3, no good. Martin with the board. Martin's had a big third quarter here for Coach Beasley. He's got 1 field goal and 2 free throws made. Redding, what a great job of trailing there. Gets the putback. Jacob Redding, all around great player here for these Chargers. I think we might have a foul going to be called on Redding. And it is.
That foul was on number 4, Jacob Redding.
For Redding, that's his first and the team's first. Back up to Corey Joyner. 5:23 left to play. KJ King high off the glass, no good. Johnson comes down with the board. Straight up is Kyle Mallers underneath. Corey Joyner knocks it down just inside the arc. Joyner with his second bucket here in the third quarter. Arius Jones being guarded by Johnson. Jones with the left-hand dribble, went up with the right, finishes. Arius Jones with his first 2 points of the game. Ooh, beautiful feed to Harrison. Assist goes to Joyner. Harrison now has 6 points in this game. Southside's down by 8, 39-31. Trajan Didier coming up with the steal and will finish with a right-handed finger roll. Trajan Didier. Didier now with 8 points. Maller's going to be called with the travel. In for Southside, it's number 20. Davion Drong. Didier rises up for 3, just a little bit short. Joyner nearly came up with the board. Redding. And timeout's going to be awarded to Coach Beasley. So they're saying Redding was able to get possession. Coach Mike Novell not liking it. Southside fans actually are not too happy. That's a 30-second timeout here by Beasley, as their team picked up 3 quick fouls here to start the third. .15 seconds left to play. 15 seconds left here in the timeout. But your score is Carroll 39, Southside 33. Southside held the lead after the first quarter, up 16-13, but Carroll came on strong defensively in the second quarter, holding the Archers just 9 points, while the Chargers scored 18 points. Inbounds pass, and Joyner comes up with a steal. Folks, that's exactly why Southside beat Bishop Dwenger yesterday. It was the play of Corey Joyner defensively. He's outstanding. Is the senior. Davion Drone called with the foul. That'll be his first. Inbounds pass here by Jones. Finds Pfaff. Pfaff being guarded here in the backcourt. Does break the press. Harrison and Drone with the defense. And we got a turnover. So Southside's defensive pressure is causing havoc just like it did yesterday. 3:49 left to play here in the third. 6-point advantage for Carroll. Joyner with the dribble drive. Kicks out, Hairston. That was a two-pointer. Mallers with the board. This time the foul is going to be called on Didier. That's going to be his second, the team's fifth. Harrison's going to take a breather. Coleon Davis back in for Southside. Bridges in for Carroll. Perlick also in the lineup. It's Drone with the defense on Perlick. Redding being guarded by Corey Joyner. Davis, Fath just drives right past him. Lob pass down to Mallers. And they're going to call a travel on Mallers. A lot of the fans saw that his foot was out of bounds. Didn't get a whistle on the out of bounds call. 39-33, 3:10 left to play. Drone. Carroll with the man-to-man. Bridges with the defense on Joyner as the jumper does not fall. Mallers with the board. Fath, very, very quick, speedy guard for Coach Beasley. Is another turnover there. Southside in transition. Didier rises up for a three. This place would have erupted, at least the Archer fans, if he would have hit that three, because Southside has come out strong here in the third, especially defensively. Now we got a foul going to be called on Dennis Johnson. Johnson, that's his third, team sixth. 16 fouls for Southside, 1 for Carroll. As the Archer fans are letting the refs know it. Here at Wayne High School, part of the SAC Holiday Tournament. Fath, Didier's got the D. Nice feed to Redding with the lay-in. Jacob Redding with the game high 20 points. He was on fire in the first half, hitting the triples. He hit 4 of them. KJ King back to Deion Palmer. Palmer just went right through Perlick. And we got a foul going to be called on the putback attempt. Foul's going to be called on Redding. For Redding, that's his second foul and the team's second. Folks, earlier I mentioned Homestead was in the building. It's actually the Carroll Lady Chargers, the number 2 seed in the Holiday Tournament on the girls' side. Palmer hits his first free throw. He's now 1 of 2 from the free throw line with 3 points. 3 points, 3 fouls for big man number 30, Deion Palmer. Second one is good as well. Corey Joyner is going to check back in for the Archers. Southside now down by 6, 41-35. Deion Palmer checks out as well. Johnson, Harrison, Joyner, Didier, and King out on the floor for Southside. Fath. And they're going to call a foul on KJ King now. So that's the first for King, 7th for Southside. King was saying that he got hooked by Fath with the arm. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. For Avery Fath, that is his first point of the game. Chargers now up by 7. 3 Chargers getting ready to check in. It's Jones, Martin, and number 5, the freshman, Dan McKeeman. We apologize, folks, did not have his game or did not have his name on the roster here to start this game. And then McKeeman comes in, drains a long baseline jumper, then drains a triple. He's outstanding, just a freshman. Harrison working out of the corner. Good pick set by King. Pick and roll is intercepted. McKeeman comes up with it. Something tells me number 5 is a gym rat. McKeeman's being guarded by Joyner. Didier out top. Nice pick set by Mallers. Baseline jumper. Jones, it's good. Arius Jones with 4 points now, all here in the third quarter. 45-35, largest lead of the game here for Carroll, up by 10. KJ King, 16 feet. It's good. King has 6 points now, 2 points in each quarter for him. Pressure in the backcourt. Mallers comes up to help. And it looks like a travel going to be called on Mallers down low. KJ King on his back. So number 22, Sean Hall, is going to check in for Dennis Johnson. Great minutes, as always, by number 5, Dennis Johnson for the Archers. 45-37, inside a minute to play, 56 on the clock. Crossover by King, had it knocked away by Mallers. 42 seconds now remains in the quarter. Joyner walled off, retreated back. Hall driving, kick out. King all alone. Harrison now driving from the corner. Nice cut by Hall, could not finish with the bunny. Hall comes up with the loose ball, finger roll is good. Sean Hall with the bucket. His first 2 points of the game. Archers now within 6. Arius Jones. Nice Euro step, what a block! KJ King, and in transition, Trajan Didier with the easy lay-in. What a block on the other end. Didier now with 10 points. Joyner nearly knocked that one away from Jones, who cannot hit at the buzzer, but a strong finish there to the quarter by Southside as the Chargers lead at 45-41 heading into the fourth. So Southside outscores the Chargers in the frame 16-14. The Archers have actually won 2 quarters already. They took the first quarter 16-13, the third quarter 16-14, but Carroll had a huge second quarter, outscoring the Archers 18-9. High scorer in this game is Jacob Redding. I'm pretty sure Redding has yet to sit in this game. 20 points and 2 fouls.
Fall Sports Center. The sports professionals at Sports Center are ready to assist you with any sports-related need.
Number 20, Anthony Martin, has 8 points for Carroll. Number 21 for Southside, Trajan Didier, has 10 points. That's going to lead the Archers. Archers with balanced scoring. Palmer has 4 points. Hall has 2. 10 for Didier. King has 6, Johnson 4, Malcolm Harrison has 6, and Corey Joyner has 9 points. As we get ready here for the fourth and final quarter of regulation here, 8 minutes on the clock. Joyner over the timeline, picked up by Martin. KJ King up top. Coleon Davis, baseline jumper, it's good. Davis, those are his first points. We got a full court press here, as Kyle Mallers is able to break it big time. Foul's going to be called on Jacob Redding. It's a technical foul on number 4. Didier at the free throw line, hits the first. Looked down for a second, did not see the call there with Redding. Didier does miss the second. Southside now pulls within 3. Deion Palmer checks back in for Hall. Avery Fath going to check in for McKeeman. .7:30 left to play. Joyner up to Davis. Palmer. Mallers just let Palmer run there, gave him a little bit too much ground, and Palmer missed a step. Another turnover by Carroll. On the other end, Davis is going to be fouled. He's going to shoot 2. Foul's going to be called on number 10, Avery Fath. Coleon Davis, who averages 4 points per game. Averages nearly a steal a game as well. Misses the first. With his team down by 3, 7 minutes, 10 seconds left. You see head coach for the Lady Chargers, Coach Redding. His son is Jacob Redding out here on the floor. Both free throws are missed by Davis. Fath picked up by Didier. Jones retreats back. Feed goes to Mallers. KJ King from behind knocked it away, but Mallers was able to regroup. Feed to Redding from 15 feet. No good. Rebounded by King. Help defense there by Fath. Deion Palmer. That pass was a little errant. And we got a jump ball going to be called. Possession arrow in favor of the Chargers. .6:29 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Martin back over to Jones. Davis staying on him tight here in the backcourt. Jones is able to get past him. Redding for 3. It's been a while since he's taken one. Rebounded by Palmer. Davis. And we got a charge going to be called on number 3. I thought he was going to give it up as he had a player wide open underneath. Opted to go himself, and he's going to be called with the foul. First foul for Davis, 8th foul for Southside. Harrison's going to check back in. We got a timeout going to be called by the Carroll Chargers, and it is a full timeout. Folks, up next here in the tournament, another great game will be the
because the game just isn't the same without you. Call them today at 260-266-2007. They'll get you back in the game.
Carroll Lady Chargers will be taking on, here up next, the Southside Lady Archers. Southside getting the win yesterday, a big time win over Northside. South won it 82-34. Very strong team. And it's a great matchup here with the Lady Chargers. Jones with the inbounds, gets it back from Mallers. Foul this time is going to be called on Corey Joyner. Joyner with 3 fouls, that's the team's 9th. Jones, who's 0 of 2 from the free throw line, hits the first. Jones now with 5 points. Scored his first 4 points, all in the third. Second one's good. Charges up 49-44, 6:09 left to play. Zone defense, 3-2 zone. It's looking. Another foul going to be called. Foul called on Deion Palmer. That's going to be his fourth, team's 10th. Team fouls to 14 fouls for Carroll. 5:50 on the clock. Redding being guarded by Corey Jordan. Didier out on Fath. Has him right out there at the timeline. Fath is able to get past him, but his pass, nice save there by Martin, right to Jones. Ballers to Redding. What a play! Jacob Redding now with a game-high 22 points. Oh, what ball movement there. Kyle Mallers finishing it with the assist to Redding. Joyner could not get that shot to fall. Redding with the bounce feed to Martin. Redding for three. And it's good! Jacob Redding with his fifth three-pointer of the game. Redding now has 25, 54-44 is the score. Foul this time is called on number 11, Arius Jones. That's his third and the team's fifth. Didier's first free throw is up and in. He's currently 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Second free throw. It's good. Trajan Didier now with 12 points to lead Southside. (54-46). Inside 5 minutes now. Jones, reverse lane. It's good. What a beautiful move. Arius Jones coming alive here in the second half. Jones now has 8 points. Jones with the steal. It's up to Fath. Johnson comes out with the defense on Avery Fath. Fath with a nice crossover. Feed goes to Kyle Mallers. Easy two. For Mallers, that's just his second bucket of the game.
Timeout, Southside.
Southside coach Mike Novell going to call a timeout with 4 minutes and 17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. His team down by 12, 58-46. He's only down by 4 heading into the fourth quarter. Once again, folks, number 2, Carroll Lady Chargers to host the Lady Archers, number 7 seed. That's set for a 5:45 p.m. tip-off. And then the late game here is going to be the number 2 seeded Snyder Panthers taking on the number 7 seed Northrop Bruins. Big shout out to Coach Rod Chamble and his Bruins. They had a very impressive win yesterday, beating the Wayne Generals 77-44. That ended a 4-game slide for Coach Chamble and the Northrop Bruins. Taking a look at the Southside Archers here. Southside beating Dwenger 66-64, the comeback win in the tournament. Entered the game on a two-game win streak after beating Northrop 81-78. And that was a big comeback victory. And then last Saturday beating Indianapolis Northwest. And what's their nickname? The Space Pioneers. So Butcher, as the putback is good by KJ King. King with his first bucket here of the fourth quarter. But Butcher, some were thinking he was going to transfer. Now he's dressed on the bench. We're hoping he's going to come back to Southside so they can finish this season off strong, as it's been a good start to the season for the Southside Archers. Currently sitting at 4-1. Southside with just one loss in SAC play, and that came against Northside with Jalen Butts and Keon Brooks. Coming up with the ball was KJ King, forcing the turnover on the other end. We got a foul this time going to be called on Kyle Mallers. For Mallers, that'll be his first and the team's sixth.
That foul was on number 14, Kyle Mallers, his first.
Checking into the game for Southside is number 12, Shorter. Hairston. Didier, Bath with the hand in his face. Didier rises up and hits the triple. Trajan Didier, his first three-pointer since the first quarter when he hit two of them. 58-51. Jones behind the back. Once again, takes it hard to the cup, but he's going to be fouled. This time the foul's called on number 21, Trajan Didier. That's his third. We're in the double bonus.
At the line, shooting 2 free throws, number 11, Arias Jones.
Jones is a perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Was 0 of 2 in the third. Coleon Davis going to check him. Coleon Davis, his nickname is Wowo, because his younger sister could not pronounce Coleon, so she called him Wowo. It's a pretty good nickname. Jones' second free throw is good. So Arias Jones now has 10 points for the Chargers. Of course, Jacob Redding with a game-high 25 points. 60-51 your score, 3:07 on the clock. Shorter over to Davis. Palmer out to Joyner. Joyner just with a strong take over Mallers. Could not finish. Mallers with the board. Jones, we got a foul going to be called on Corey Joyner. That's his fourth.
That foul was on number 1, his fourth.
Once again, folks, my name is Jeff Mahoney, bringing you today's play-by-play. Carrington Thompson is on the camera. For Carrington, this is game number 12 in a 2-day period, and he's got 2 more to shoot today. No, excuse me, game number 10, he's got 2 more. There'll be 12 total by the time the day's over. Jones has hit 6 straight free throws now after missing his first 2. He's got 12. That ball is kicked out. Possession will stay with Southside. So if Snyder wins today, they will have a rematch with Northside tomorrow. How exciting will that be? Snyder actually beat Northside this past Friday at By-Hay Arena, the Redskins' home. As Palmer gets the board, putback is good for number 30, Deion Palmer. (53-62), Archers down by 9. 2:19 left to play. Mallers up top. That's fast to split defenders. Extra pass went to Mallers. Reverse lay-in. They'll count it. Bucket is good. He's going to head to the free throw line for the and one.
That foul was on number 12, Courtney Shorter.
Foul called on Shorter.
At the line, shooting 1 free throw.
Number 12, Courtney Shorter, who's a 6'2" sophomore. So Mallers completes the 3-point play. He's got 5 points in this game. 7 points, 5 here in the fourth. 2:11 to play. 12-point advantage for Carroll, up 65-53. Joyner, once again, strong take, cannot finish off the glass. Jones comes down with it. Mallers being harassed by the Archers. Mallers looks like he could have just turned around, dribbled with the right hand, had a Free lane to the cup. Pretty much jump stop. This time he's fouled by Palmer. He'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Palmer, that's his 5th.
That foul was on number 30, Dion Palmer. That is number 5 for Dion. At the line shooting 2 shots, number 14.
Good job.
Kyle Meller. In the lineup for the Archers, number 22, Sean Hall.
First free throw is up and in for Mallers. He's perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They get 3 of 3. Mallers now with 9 points, 67-53 is your score. Trajan Didier off the glass, no good, rebounded by Mallers. 1:35 left here in the 4th. Fath and the Chargers looking to slow things up. Archers going for that steal. Carroll has the court spread out wide. .118 now left in the 4th. Jones with the inbounds. Redding, 25 points, played the whole game. He's a super player. Has 5 3-pointers in this one. And charge. Going to be called against Carroll and Jacob Redding.
Number 4, Jacob Redding.
That's his 4th, team 7th.
His 4th, team 7th.
Didier with the left-handed dribble. Joyner crossover. And he was fouled in the air. He's going to head to the free throw line to shoot 2. This one going to be called on number 1-1. There's Jones. That'll be his 4th, team's 8th.
Team's 8 at the line for the Archers, Corey Joyner.
First free throw is up and in for Joyner. Corey Joyner now with 11 points. 67-55, we're inside a minute to play. Avery Fath behind the back, nice feed to Mallers. He's fouled and will head back to the free throw line looking to convert.
Basket is good by Mallers. He was fouled. Number 5, Dennis Johnson.
For Dennis Johnson, that's his 4th foul.
Kyle Meller.
So Mallers once again converts the 3-point play. He's 4 of 4 from the free throw line in this game. Didier, high arcing 3-pointer, no good. Jones with the board. 37 seconds left. Jones to Avery Fath. Easy lay-in for number 10.
Avery Fath.
That's his 3rd point of the game. 72-55, 25 seconds left. See if Davis will launch a 3-pointer. Coleon Davis. Back to Corey Joyner. Joyner in the lane. Floater's good. Corey now with 13 points. Fath knows he needs to get over the timeline. After that, Carroll's going to be good to go, as they will pick up the victory here. The Carroll Chargers winning it 72-57.
Carroll will play tomorrow evening at 6:30. Homestead.
So Carroll is going to be taking on Homestead tomorrow at 6:30. That's a number 1 seed versus a number 4 seed. Game number 15 of the tournament here at Wayne High School. Southside is going to fall to 4-2 on the season, still 1-1 in conference play. Carroll will improve their record to 6-0, 2-0 in conference plays. This is a non-conference game. Folks, we will be back with you for Southside and Carroll girls, part of the Summit Athletic Conference Holiday Tournament. My name is Jeff Mahoney, Carrington Thompson on the camera. Today's broadcast brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine, SummitCitySports.com production. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with you.